Hey, what's going on? This is Matthew Ashen for MUX1402. This is my week 2 video. It's going over the test results from the field testing that we did for our prototype 1. As you can see, I got my prototype running here on my iPhone using Reflector. So let's go ahead and get started. So what I did was I made some charts and everything in numbers, had it synced with my iPad. I brought my iPad and my iPhone there. I brought it to my work, as well as I brought it to a bar that plays soccer games that I go to. And there was a bunch of games on today, earlier this morning. And so it was great to get some feedback from actual soccer fans about what they thought about it. So I had, first sheet was the questionnaire, and I got the things highlighted here that show the participants that I chose that met my criteria, people that I thought were ideal candidates. And then I had obviously the questionnaire set up, as well as interview notes and comments for those people that were selected. And then I have the results here. What I did for each question, I tallied the number of results for the different columns. And then I just have some what the overall feedback was, stuff that I found positive, stuff that was constructive, and stuff that was surprising. And then I also did a little word map here based on my interview notes and comments, obviously words that came up the most. So going over here, overall it was a very positive experience. Most users liked the color scheme, see that you see going on over here. Did have a couple people that said it was a little too dark, but for the most part, everyone seemed to like it. Obviously, it's very easy to use. I try to keep it as very simple as possible. The only thing here that it does in terms of other links is if you click for a match report, it brings up a web view for a link for the official match report from Manchester United that you can then read. And of course, you can just go back. Most people liked that web view. I did receive some feedback that people did not like it. And then also people said that you can't use the pinch to zoom in the web view, so it makes reading it a little bit difficult. And then people said that they thought that there should be, you can see here from more feedback, they wanted video highlights. Video highlights might be a little rough. I'm pretty sure there's some copyright issues there, but most people liked the web view, and then did get some feedback that some people did not like it. Most people also thought that the font was very clear and it was very easy to read. Some constructive feedback that I received. Most people wanted more features. Obviously, it's a very simple app. I tried to explain that to them, that it was just a project with limited time, but people still said that more features were needed. Also, people said that instead of just showing the next game here, that people actually wanted to click on it to then bring up more upcoming games. So I think that's something I'm definitely going to try and implement. Some people didn't like the logos behind the score, but for the most part, people liked it. Again, video highlights was something, and some people actually wanted more of a soccer feeling. So I thought that that was also part of the surprising feedback. I actually received very specific feedback that behind the team names here, and this kind of like that, instead of this being a white space, I actually received feedback that I should put a soccer field there. So I thought that was a great idea, and I'm definitely going to try and work on that for my prototype too. I was very surprised by that. Most people also wanted some type of social media integration, whether that is being able to tweet the result or post the result on Facebook, something along those lines. So I did not even think about that. So I thought that that was some great feedback to receive. Then again, that I was surprised by. And again, surprising also, I did have some people who didn't really like the app because it only focused on one team. A lot of people like the Sports Center app because you can have multiple teams and see multiple sports and everything like that. So the fact that this focused only on one team was not the greatest for them. As you can see, you got some on my results here. The biggest one, everyone thought that it was very easy to use. Again, it's very simple, so the easy to use is no surprise there. Most people either would like this or maybe like this, so I thought that's always positive. Again, mainly people that said no were people that wanted it for more teams, and that's why they wouldn't really use it. Then obviously overall experience, either awesome or good, was great. Only one person really did not like it at all. And the main reason they didn't like it was the color scheme. Thought it was too dark. And I also felt that they didn't really have a need for it. As you can see here in the word map, again, match report was something that people definitely talked about a lot. The other thing here where it says link, I did give some feedback, or I did get some feedback, where it says click for match report. I did have some people say they didn't know where to click, so that's where navigation was a little bit rough. Um, and they thought that that font was a little too small. So I'm definitely gonna have to improve that for my next prototype. Better way maybe to do the quick for match report. So they didn't really, yeah, again, didn't really know where to click, and they didn't really see it right away. So I'm definitely gonna have to work on that. And I also received some feedback that instead of a back button, they actually, because the view pops up from the bottom, they wanted to just swipe down to dismiss it. So instead of having that back, I may try and implement a swipe gesture down to dismiss that detail view. Yeah, but again, overall, very positive. Definitely a unique experience. Because we've had some friends and stuff like that test apps that I've made in previous classes, but getting complete strangers was a little rough. But again, overall, very positive. Got some great feedback. And yeah, I'm looking forward to my prototype number 2. All right, so that's it for Matthew Ashton, MUX1402. I'll see you guys next week.